Hello guys, what's going on? This is your channel TFD, and do I even have to say it? Do I even have to say it? Y'all already know what time it is. The blonde bomber is everywhere. 1/3 of the Tres Leches crew, Indiana Fever's very own black belt, the one who never backs down from a challenge, Sophie Cunningham. Man, Sophie is out here moving different this offseason. I mean, she's everywhere. I just saw her in the brand new Damian Lillard Adidas commercial, and she's straight up stealing scenes. I see her rocking the sneakers, signing autographs, showing that energy, that personality. Sophie's doing her thing, no question about it. Good Morning America? Boom, Sophie Cunningham. Social media highlights? Boom, Sophie Cunningham. Commercials, interviews, podcasts. She's on fire right now. And honestly, this is one of the many reasons you gotta stick with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. This team is building something special, and Sophie is out here proving she's ready to put in that offseason grind to back it up. Let's be real, Sophie Cunningham is one of those players who doesn't just talk it, she walks it. She's putting in that work, staying visible, staying marketable, and making sure her name stays hot while the league is in the offseason. You can't knock the hustle. She's getting her bag, building her brand, and still keeping that same fiery attitude that Fever fans love. And look, don't be surprised if you see Sophie hosting a BET award next. I'm telling you, this woman is turning into a full-blown star. She might pop up at the next NBA Youngboy concert, turn around and be on ESPN the next morning. She's just everywhere, and I'm here for it. So let's give credit where it's due. Sophie Cunningham is making the most of her platform, showing love to the fans, and keeping the Fever name alive all offseason long. She's collecting her coins, staying active, and reminding everyone why she's one of the most entertaining and confident players in the W. So yeah, salute to Sophie, the blonde bomber, the enforcer, the entertainer. She's keeping it real, keeping it bold, and keeping the Fever in the spotlight.
All new X colorways from Adidas and Damian Lillard.
Say night-night to your opponent in night purple. Be in your element with black sulfur, or cause a shock with electric pink.
Where's electric pink?
Sophie Cunningham?
I'm busy.
Wow! Thank you.
Available at Adidas.com. Availability, sizing, color, website address, and prices may vary by region. Please check with local retailer. And remember, always game time responsibly.
Sophie is everywhere, bro. Like, I can't even scroll without seeing her. She doing her thing. I can't lie. You doing your thing, girl. Shout out to Sophie Cunningham because she's in her bag right now. But let's keep it all the way real for a second. Sophie, you know damn well. None of this shine would be hitting like this if you weren't rolling with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever. Let's be honest, if you were still playing for the Phoenix Mercury, would Adidas be calling you up to do national commercials? If you were rocking a Minnesota Lynx jersey, would your face be all over the screen like it is now? Be real. If you were out there in Atlanta with the dream, you wouldn't be everywhere like this. You know it, I know it, and the fans know it too. And that's not a knock, that's just facts. Caitlin Clark brought a different kind of spotlight to the WNBA. It's a wave, and Sophie, you're surfing that wave perfectly. You deserve your flowers because you've got the personality, the hustle, and the charisma to make the most of it. You're taking full advantage of the platform, and honestly, that's what smart players do. You're a free agent now, right? You're looking for that bag, and Indiana's gonna pay you handsomely, no question. But let's be real, that bag gets a whole lot heavier when you're next to Caitlin Clark. Every camera, every headline, every endorsement, they're coming for Caitlin, but they're catching you in the frame too. And that's how you win in this new era of women's basketball. So stay put. Don't even think about leaving Indiana. Stay close to the energy, stay close to the spotlight, and keep building your brand next to one of the most marketable players the league has ever seen. You two together? That's fire. That's marketing gold. And I love it, man. I like this new Sophie. Confident, visible, unapologetic. They got her name in commercials. She's adding flavor, adding spice, doing her big one. Keep it going, Sophie, because right now, you're cooking and the whole league's watching. Hey man, Sophie Cunningham all over that new Damian Lillard sneaker ad. Like, hold up, Dame ain't even in it. It's literally his shoe, but Sophie's the star. Her face everywhere, her energy all over the commercial. They know what's good for business. That's fire, bro. Straight up fire. And you see what that means, right? Sophie's stock is skyrocketing. She's becoming a marketing gold mine, and a lot of that has to do with being tied to the Fever and Caitlin Clark's spotlight. This is exactly why she needs to stay in Indiana. The momentum's real, the exposure's real, and the chemistry between her and Caitlin, that's what's making brands pay attention. Sophie's becoming one of the faces of the W, and it's not by accident. She's got the charisma, she's got the attitude, and now she's got the platform. So yeah, this Dame commercial, that's just more proof. The Fever are where the eyes are, and Sophie Cunningham is cashing in on that wave. Stay where the spotlight shines brightest, Sophie. Indiana's the move.
All right, let's take a look here, man. Now, I gotta say this, the stats don't tell the whole story. Like, for real, Sophie Cunningham is one of those players where you can't just pull up a box score and think you understand her value. Same way you can't judge Lexi Hall just by numbers. It's 6 Lexi, man. She's all over the place, diming for loose balls, keeping plays alive, taking charges, locking up the other team's best player. None of that shows up in the stat sheet, but it changes games. And that's exactly the kind of impact Sophie Cunningham brings to the Indiana Fever. The energy, the attitude, the toughness, that's what makes her special. Before she got hurt, she really started to turn it on offensively too. I mean, she was heating up. She averaged around 9 points, 3 rebounds, 1 assist, and 1 steal on the season, but those last few games before the injury, man, she was hooping. She dropped 17, then 8, then 18, 16, 14, just consistent buckets. She was stringing it together and finding her rhythm. And the three-point shooting? Absolutely lethal. Nearly 50% from deep during that stretch, 80% in one game, 62% in another, then 50% after 50% after 50%. She was cooking, man. That's the version of Sophie we need to see again next season. And look, beyond the shooting, she brings something this Fever squad desperately needs. That toughness, that don't mess with my teammate energy. When things got heated, Sophie was the first one ready to ride for Caitlin Clark. That's leadership. That's loyalty. We love Aaliyah Boston. She's a superstar, no question. But let's be honest, she's not the one who's going to get down and scrap. Lexi Hall either. They're hoopers, but they ain't enforcers. You need a few players in that locker room who are willing to stand on business, and Sophie's that one. Lexi Hall and JC also brought that grit, and we cannot lose those pieces. Now, Natasha Howard, nah man, I'm sorry. That experiment didn't work. She gave us nothing this season. I don't want to see her back in a Fever jersey, period. So, Sophie, I get it. You want to get paid, and you deserve it. Just be realistic. Don't go chasing a max deal. You're going to get a solid bag. And more importantly, you're going to keep getting those big-time opportunities. Stay in Indiana. Stay with Caitlin. Because together, y'all are building something real.
Like today, man. Celebs and drivers walking down the red carpet at Phoenix Raceway. You got big names out there. Kyle Larson, second in the Cup Series. And look who else pops up. Former Phoenix Mercury star Sophie Cunningham. Sophie out there shining like a celebrity herself. Then she goes and takes a picture with Sydney Sweeney. Yeah, that's Sydney Sweeney. And of course, Sophie got jokes, cracking up, keeping it light. You love to see it. She's got that personality that just pops on camera. Like, really think about that. Would Sophie be on that red carpet at a NASCAR race, rubbing shoulders with A-list stars? And again, that's not shade, that's just the truth. Sophie's smart enough to know how to ride that wave and turn it into something huge. She's everywhere right now because she's putting herself in position to win, staying visible, building her brand, and stacking connections.
But let's be honest for a second. Would this moment even be happening if she wasn't rolling with Caitlin Clark and the Indiana Fever?
We're all getting hyped for Monday Night Football and tonight's matchup between the Kansas City Chiefs and the Washington Commanders. This segment is sponsored by Arby's, and we're here with Sophie Cunningham, WNBA star and Arby's spokesperson. We're so happy you're here. We know your basketball season just wrapped, but you're also a huge football fan.
I am.
You even played in high school for a game. So what's your thought on tonight's matchup?
I'm, Chiefs fan through and through, born and raised in Missouri. And so when you have Patrick Mahomes and Travis Kelce on your team, I'm always going to bet on them.
Okay, all right. And we've seen a photo of you in that Arby shirt. It kicked off kind of a revolution and people online kind of taking over. So tell us about that viral trend.
Yeah, I've had a great partnership with Arby's. I'm a genuine fan. I love the roast beef sandwiches and the curly fries. And, I did a little TikTok and they noticed, and then they gave me one of these shirts and it kind of blew up, to be honest. I didn't think it was going to, but it has been an absolute hit, and so it's just been a fun little thing for a Tunnel Fit.
And now I know you're working on a lot of other things, so tell us what's up next.
Arby's is a title sponsor. I have a podcast called Show Me Something. I also hold a classic back in Columbia, Missouri for high school girls basketball, and it has been so much fun, and so they're also a sponsor of that now.
So we know your take on tonight's game. I know you'll be watching, but what will you be snacking on?
Well, let me tell you, they have some steak nuggets, and I promise you that these things are absolutely phenomenal. They look like they wouldn't be so juicy, but I'm telling you, you're going to love them.
Okay, as you take a bite, I want to tell everybody that you can take a bite too, and you're going to love it, just like Sophie said.
Normally, I don't use this. I kind of just go in.
Rip it out. Oh, you did the big bite.
I did. It's so good. So good.
All right, thank you so much for joining us, Sophie. We can't wait to hear the podcast and more. The Chiefs.
Look, man, you all see this? You seeing what's happening right now? She's everywhere. Primetime features, sports shows talking her name, highlight reels nonstop. It's crazy how far things have come. But let's be real. It wasn't like this back when she was grinding every day in the old locker room, putting up shots before the lights even came on. Back then, it was effort over exposure. Now, it's stardom, headlines, cameras, and everybody's watching. But listen, at the end of the day, we remember what made her special in the first place. The toughness, the attitude, that fire that can't be taught. That's what built her. And that's what we still want to see back where it all started. So come on home. You know where you came from. Bring that energy back. The fans never stop believing. We're waiting, we're watching, and we want you back. Sophie Cunningham, we're talking to you. Get down in the comments. Tell me what you think about this whole thing. Hit that like button, drop a sub if you love real talk, and share this with someone who still believes in that comeback story.